killed. You ain't so little. I didn't bounce you hard. Maybe George ain't gonna let me tell no rabbit if he find you got killed. This ain't no bad thing. Well, but he'll know. George always knows. He says you don't get it. You won't try to put nothing cover on me. And he'll say, now just for you, don't get the 10 no rabbits. Damn you, why you always gotta get killed? You ain't so little as mice. You wasn't big enough, they told me you wasn't. I didn't know you'd get killed so easily. Well, maybe George won't care. This here ain't mean nothing to George. Maybe George won't care. This here don't mean nothing to George.
What you got there, sonny boy?
George says that ain't got nothing to do with you.
George giving you orders about everything?
Says I can't tend to the rabbits if I talk to you or anything.
You get lonely. You can talk to people, but I can't talk to nobody but Curly, else he gets mad. How'd you like not to talk to anybody?
Well, I ain't supposed to. George's scared I'll get in trouble.
What you got covered up there?
Just my pup. Just my little pup.
Why, he's dead!
He was so little, and I was just playing with him, and he made like he was gonna bite me. And I made like I was gonna smack him, and I done it, and he was dead.
Don't you worry none. He's just a mutt. You can get another one easily. The whole country's full of mutts.
It ain't that so much. George ain't gonna let me tend no rabbits now.
Why don't he?
Well, he said if I done any more bad things, he ain't gonna let me tend no rabbits.
Listen to the guys yell out there. They got $4 betting that tournament. None of them ain't gonna be leaving till it's over.
If George sees me talking to you, he'll give me hell. He told me so.
What's the matter with me? Ain't I got a right to talk to anybody? What do they think I am, anyway? You're a nice guy. I don't know why I can't talk to you. I ain't doing no harm to you.
Well, George says you'll get us in a mess.
Nuts! What kind of harm am I doing to you? Seems like none of them cares how I gotta live. I tell you, I ain't used to living this way. I could have made something of myself. Maybe I will yet. I lived right in Salinas. Come there when I was a kid. Well, a show come through, and I met one of the actors. He says I couldn't go with that show. My old lady wouldn't let me. She says because I was only 15. But the guy says I could have. If I went, I wouldn't be living like this anyway. Another time, I met a guy, and he was in the pictures. We went out to the Riverside Dance Palace, and he says he was going to put me in the movies. Says I was a natural. Soon he's got back to Hollywood. He was going to write to me about it. I never got that letter. I always thought my old lady stole it. Well, I wasn't going to stay no place where I couldn't get nowhere or make something of myself and where they stole your letters. I asked her if she stole it too, and she says no. So I married Curly.
We gonna have a place in Rabbits?
Met him out to the Riverside Dance Palace that same night. You listening?
Me? Sure.
Well, I ain't told this to anybody before. Maybe I oughted to. But I don't like Curly. He ain't a nice fella. Could have been in the movies and had nice clothes and all the nice clothes they wear. And I could have sat sat in them big hotels and had pictures took of me. When they had them previous, I could have went to them and spoken on the radio. And it wouldn't have cost me a cent because it was in the picture. I was in the picture. And all the nice clothes they wear, because this guy says I was a natural.
Maybe if I took this pup out and throw him away, George would never know. And then I could tend the rabbits without no trouble. We gonna have a little place, and we gonna have a house and a garden, and a place for alfalfa. And that alfalfa's for the rabbits. And I take a sack and get it full of alfalfa, and then I take it to the rabbits.
Don't you think of nothing but rabbits?
We gonna have a little place. We gonna have a house and a garden, and a place for alfalfa. That alfalfa's for the rabbits. And I take a sack and get it all full of alfalfa, and then I take it to the rabbits.
What makes you so nuts about rabbits?
I like to pet nice things. Once at a fair, I seen some of them long-haired rabbits, and they was nice, you bet. Sometimes I'd even pet mice, but when I could get nothing better.
Well, I think you're nuts.
George says I ain't. I like to pet nice things with my fingers. Soft things.
Well, who don't? I had this dress one. It was velvet, and it was really soft, and I touched it, and it was nice.
You bet by God. And I had some too. A lady gave me some, and that lady was my own Aunt Clara. She gave it right to me, about this big. I wish I had that velvet right now. I lost it. I ain't seen it for a long time.
You're nuts. But you're kind of a nice fella. Just like a big baby. But a person can see what you mean. When I'm doing my hair sometimes, I just sit and stroke it because it's soft. Some people got kind of coarse hair. Say Curly. His hair's just like wire. But mine is soft and fine. Of course, I brush it a lot. That makes it fine. Here. Feel right here. Feel right around there and see how soft it is. Don't you mess it up. Look out now, you'll mess it up. Hey, you just mess it up, stop.
Oh, that's nice.
Let go, let go. Ah! Ah!
Stop.
Do that. George will be mad. Oh, please don't do none of that. George's gonna say I did a bad thing. He ain't gonna let me tend no rabbit. Now don't you do that. Don't you yell. I don't want to hurt you, but George will be mad if you yell. Done another bad thing. I done a bad thing. George will be mad. I'll throw him away. It's bad enough like this.
Lenny, you in here? I'm figuring snoring. You out here, Lenny? Oh, I didn't know you was out here. You want to sleep out here? Hey, you want to sleep out here? Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus!
I know who done it. That big son of a gun done it. I know who done it. While we were all out there playing horseshoes. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get my shotgun. Come on, you guys.
I'll get my Lunder.
I guess Lenny done it all right. Here's her next bus. Lenny would have done that. Well, I guess we gotta get him. Where do you think he might have went? Well, I guess we gotta get him. Where do you think he might have went?
Couldn't we bring him in and they'll lock him up? He's nuts, Slim. He never done this to be mean.
All right, you guys, that nigga's got a shotgun.
I ain't got a gun.
Wait, what?
We might, if we could keep Curly in, we might. But Curly's gonna shoot him. Curly's still mad about his hand. And suppose they lock him up and strap him down and put him in a cage. That ain't no good, George.
I know.
That bastard stole my lugger. It ain't in my bag.
That nigga's got a gun. When you see him, Carlson, you shoot him in the gut.
I ain't got a gun.
You go and tell Dad and get a cop. Get Al's whipped. He's deputy sheriff. Let's go now. You coming with us, big fella?
Yeah, I'll come. But listen, Curly, the poor bastard's nuts. Don't shoot him. He didn't know what he was doing was wrong.
Don't shoot him. That bastard's got my lugger. First chance I get, I'm gonna shoot him in the gut.
Maybe Carlson lost his gun.
I seen it this morning. It's been took.
Curly, maybe you better stay here with your wife.
I'm going. I'm gonna shoot the bastard with my shotgun. I don't care if I have a broken arm.
You stay here with her then, Candy. And the rest of us better be going.
You do, George. You stick with us so we don't think you had nothing to do with this.
You damn tramp. You done it, didn't you? I suppose you glad. Everybody knowed you'd messed things up. You wasn't no good. You ain't no good now. You lousy tart. I could have hoed in the garden and washed dishes for them guys. If they was a circus or a basketball game, we could have went to her. Just a hell of work and went to her. No, never ain't nobody said so. And they've been as pigs and chickens and in the winter and the little fat stove and the rain a coming and they just sitting here. Poor bastards.
See how soft it is. Don't you mess it up.
Okay, you got. And the bush, he'll come. That's what he said. He'll wait till he comes. He's gonna be mad. Till in the bush, he'll come. I'll throw him away. It's bad enough like this.
I'm Sam, and he be made like he's gonna bite me. And then I made like I was gonna smack him. And
Where do you think he might have went? What's it? I ain't got a gun. Curly, maybe you better stay here with your wife.